Hi, this is Scott with Android Guys, and today we're going to do another app review.
Sure are.
Luke, you're going to talk to us about Dicast Rules of Chaos.
Sure am.
Dice Battle RPG.
That's a name, right?
Yeah. Is it a game?
It is a game. You know what? I've been playing this game for a couple months now, and I really, really like it. So the premise of the game is a real-time combat game versus real players. And it is the board essentially. Mm-hmm. It's a 6x6 square, and you just go around the outside of the square like these blocks, like a board game. You're mm-hmm. going around a board of a board game, and you're fighting another character. You each start on opposite corners. So if you think Monopoly, one of you starts on go, one of you starts on jail. Okay. And you kind of go around. If you have these dice, you have cards. So it's interesting. You're casting die cast. So you're casting these cards from your hand. You make a card deck, and you're using these cards to roll dice to try and get different movement amounts. So it's 1 through 6. You can move 1 through 6. There are some cards that are a ×2 die or a ×3 die, where you can move up to 18 spaces in one shot if you have it. So what you do is you throw a card out, and if you just the basic card is a random card. It'll just roll a number 1 through 6, and then you move that many squares and you do the action of the square. Some squares are a little book where you get you might level up your character, or you might get some gold, or you might increase your AP, which is your attack value, your attack points. Okay. Another square might be attacking the other player. Another square might be a monster, a random monster that you have to fight, and after you fight them, you level up. So you can, in the game, you have each character has 3 abilities, and there's I want to say 12 or 13 unique characters, all with different abilities. Okay. And throughout the game, you can level up all 3 of those abilities to be more powerful in each match. And so when you defeat a monster, you level up and you unlock a new ability. And then another square might be food, where it gives you some hit points back. You also have the ability to pick unique bases, and each home place that you start at, one might give you hit points when you go past it. One might increase your attack value. One might give you gold. One might freeze the blocks that your opponent is going to be that's in front of your opponent. One might be just attacking your opponent when you pass it. Might hit them with a fireball or something. So there's a lot of different ways to build your game and plan your game with a different base and a different character that has different abilities. One character is really good at lowering the opponent's AP. One character is good at blocking attacks. Mm-hmm. One character is really good at healing. One character is really good at doing damage over time attacks. One character is really good at manipulating the board. One character is really good at changing dice. So it's interesting that you can play against different people mm-hmm. and have different characters that do different things. The game is free to play. Okay. But there are in-app purchases. There is a couple different ways to do in-app purchases. There are you can buy gold, which is used for upgrading. You can buy gems, which is used for speeding things up. And you can buy skins for different looks of those characters. You can buy dice skins. So if you want different dice, you can buy a season pass kind of idea. So as you beat so many characters and do so many move out throughout the season, you can get different unlocks, whether it's treasure chests are back, more treasure chests. The other way this works to progress, as you when you beat somebody, you get a treasure chest, and they have like 5 different levels of treasure chests that each have a different unlock time period, and you can You can then unlock them, but you can also speed them up by watching ads.
Okay.
So if you watch an ad, it'll take 20 seconds off the time of that, or 20 minutes off the time of that unlock.
Gotcha.
And so as far as like in-game ads, that's the only ads you're seeing is when you choose to watch it, which is very interesting for a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
That's not like a constant, you have to watch this ad after this battle. It's, here's some reward. If you watch an ad, we'll give you more.
Gotcha.
So I like that. It doesn't feel like you're constantly hitting me over the head with, give us money and we'll make a better experience.
2 questions, and I'll let you wrap up here. How much time is invested in a game if you open it up and say, I want to play?
So that's the thing. It is a real-time combat game, and the games go anywhere from, I've seen them take, 6 turns up to 20 turns.
Okay.
And 20, if let's say the longest, a 20-turn combat, you're looking at about 5-6 minutes.
Okay.
So it's one of those where it is a real-time game, so if you don't act, if something happens and you can't play your turn, you have a timer, you'll lose your turn. If that happens 2 times in a row, you lose your match.
Okay.
And they just boot you.
So the final question is, with the dice and the strategy, it looks like it's a mix of planning and chance?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so you can say, in my deck I have 3 6 die cards and 2 odds, so it'll roll 1, 3, or 5, and I have 1 card that'll return me to my home base.
Okay.
And at any time, those cards will come out. You draw a card on the beginning of each turn, and you have the odds of those cards that you have in your deck plus randoms that will get drawn. So it's pretty cool. It feels like you have some agency, but also it's dice, so there's some true randomness.
Right. Looks great.
It's great.
Just from what I'm seeing here in pictures and in the video, it looks like a lot of fun.
There's a lot of game there, and it's really, you can pay if you want to, but also you can play for free. So
a lot of game, and back to the beginning, a lot of name.
A lot of game, a lot of name.
It is Dicast, Rules of Chaos, Dice Battle RPG.
Gesundheit.
Thanks, Luke.
Thanks.